I've got to share with you something that has really been a game changer for our family. Um, it was about 12 years ago when we had a situation come up, which happened regularly for us, that my husband said, I'm not feeling so good. He came home from work early and it's like, I've got something going around, gotta get to bed. And what would typically happen before is that he would be feeling really rotten, not able to do much, and have a terrible time for at least a week. At least a week. And that is really not a good way to go through your life, especially when you're trying to have a job and stuff like that. So your immune system is really important and wonderful, and I hope we don't take it for granted and we realize what a blessing it is that when it is working properly. So what was different about this story is that just a couple of days before, I had attended an essential oils class, and that was the first time I heard about, how we could get these concentrated, powerful chemistry from nature and have it ready to use in our own homes to take care of ourselves and our families, like preventative as well as taking care of a real urgent situation. And in the case of what was going on when you caught some kind of a bug from somebody else and you are suffering terrible symptoms, and your body is trying its best to fight it, having a little bit of extra help made a huge difference. In fact, it was so dramatic. As I had the light bulb, like, oh, I've heard of something that could help with this. And I connected with the person that was teaching me and got some and started to use it, even though we didn't know all the perfect ways and the best methods. We saw such a dramatic turnaround and improvement that we really were convinced that it was not anything serious after all. It must have just been like food poisoning or something. And so a few days go by, and there's such a fun story. But ultimately, my husband went back to work, and he was almost the only one there because everybody else was out with the same problem. And so that was a real interesting experience that got our attention and helped us to realize truly what a game changer it could be to have access to that kind of power. Okay, so what I wanted to tell you that was a combination of essential oils that have these beautiful properties, and working together synergistically, it has provided that kind of experience for us over and over, 12 years in, and for some of our extended family members and friends and neighbors that we've been able to share with, they've had the same experiences. Anyway, that blend is called On Guard from doTERRA, the protective blend, and it is available in a number of different packagings, and they have expanded the On Guard family to include toothpaste and hand soap and laundry detergent, and what else? On Guard, the beadlets, and there's capsules, soft gels that you can take internally if you are trying to be, pretty proactive with getting it into your system. And so, there's sanitizing wipes, and there's hand sanitizing gel and mist, and it also comes in the touch format. So remember, we were talking about when the oils come in a roller bottle pre-diluted. This isn't the On Guard Touch. This is just what I had in my purse. But so the On Guard Touch is pre-diluted with fractionated coconut oil in order to make sure that some of those components in it that are hot oils are not going to irritate anybody's skin, especially even if they're using it repeatedly in the same place, because anytime you use any oil in the same place repeatedly, it's like we talked about in a previous video, the dilution using the carrier is going to pretty much take care of the chance of you developing a sensitivity. But some oils are considered hot, like oregano and cinnamon and even peppermint. It has a high menthol content, which is cooling and tingling, and so that could be considered hot. This one right here is in the touch packaging. You can tell it's been through the war, the adaptive touch. And I'm just going to use this as an example. Now, this is a mood oil, and it's tremendous. I'd love to talk about that another time. But when you are using your On Guard touch or the respiratory support blend called Breathe, there's Breathe Touch available too. And I'm going to show you some of the ways to use that, okay? Really simple. Swiping a little bit on your hand, warming that up, inhaling, so you're getting that into your lungs and into your brain. It's fabulous. Placing, there's going to be some left over. You can put it on your chest. You can put some on the back of your neck, whatever intuitively feels comfortable for you. Everybody has their personal preference of what feels good and what they want to do at the time, or the person they're taking care of. Putting it across your wrists for that, there's reflexology points all through here, as well as access to the veins very easily to get it into your system. So you're accomplishing a lot of different things in just a few seconds. You're breathing it, so it's beginning to work on your brain, and you are getting it in your lungs, and you're getting it into some local tissue. Now, when it's on your chest, like with the respiratory support blend, you're going to continue to inhale it for a little while. That coconut oil that's mixed with it is preventing it from just all quickly evaporating. It's helping it kind of stay in place a little longer. You might choose to hop in a steamy shower and enjoy some really extra intense, invigorating airway opening experience. If you ever do find that an oil that you're applying to your skin, you're going to be avoiding right up front against your, in your eye. You're not going to get in your eye. You're not going to put it in your ear. There is no need to do that. You can take care of getting, just around the ear and down over the lymphatic drainage, and that's a very effective way. In your throat, there are some times when I would squirt something in my throat or gargle or something, but it's not absolutely required. You can accomplish getting that comfort and soothing and that antibacterial or antiviral effect by topical application, because it goes through the local tissue. Okay, so the wonderful, convenient thing with the roller bottle packaging, pre-diluted, it's ready to go. Swipe on the soles of the feet, massage that, and you can avoid any irritation by applying your oils on the soles of the feet and the palms of the hands, because we have that extra layer of skin. So it's not, you're not going to feel it. It's if you got some peppermint or something, try that. And then, but if you get it around, then you're going to feel it. But along the spine is another wonderful way. And so sometimes, like if I have my kids eating breakfast, I'll go around and pull up their shirts and put some on their spine and, reach down and rub it in. And so that is how you use a roller bottle, and not just, smell it. Definitely do that, but just apply it to where it needs to go, rub it in, and don't feel like you have to be somehow amazing expert to get the good benefits. Just, you're not going to mess it up. You're going to be fine. Just enjoy it, and don't worry about using too much. That's really not very likely to happen. It's a different way of thinking about taking care of ourselves, especially when we have an active yuck situation. And instead of maybe taking a medication like every 6 hours or 8 hours or something, the oils are metabolized so quickly and leave our system that we, especially if you're a smaller, younger person, they have a faster metabolism. You might need smaller amounts, higher dilution ratio, but frequently, very frequently. And by applying to the soles of the feet or along the spine, I gotta explain that, right? That was a crazy, strange thing I said. So by doing that, you're facilitating getting it right into the bloodstream. And so there are times when that is what you want to do. If you're helping support your immune system, you definitely want to be getting it into your bloodstream. So drop underneath your tongue is like instantly really fast into your bloodstream, and there are situations where you might want to do that, but the soles of the feet, it's fairly quickly, and along the spine there's lots of nerve endings and good things, and it's a great way to do it. Okay, I guess our time is up. So those would be really good ways that I would use the On Guard and the Breathe blends. And then the other thing that I want to throw out there to kind of have you think about is a seasonal situation where people are reacting with histamine to environmental threats is what we call that. We're going to call that a seasonal threat. You're going to be, the popular suggestion would be a combination of lemon, lavender, peppermint, and possibly tea tree, because those are all great respiratory support, but they also just to have a great synergy to work together to help take the pressure off your liver, to help gently facilitate some cleansing there so that you don't have the histamine reaction. And in order to do that, you do want it in your bloodstream, and you want it, pretty regularly over the course of several days or weeks. And so the soles of the feet, internal, either, in a shot glass, a drop of each, or in a capsule, or the Tri-Ease soft gels. Those are ready to go already, and they're really pretty small, and they have like some olive oil in there with them, so you can take those, and that will give you those benefits. So you're getting some immediate relief, inhaling, putting it on, getting it into your bloodstream, because the lavender is the antihistamine, upon which all the compounds in there that provide that is what the modern lab-made counterparts were copied off of. Okay, so you're getting it into your system, and you're breathing it. It's helping your airways, and it's giving you some immediate relief. So very similar use for On Guard, Breathe, and if you make an allergy blend. Okay, do you feel knowledgeable? Do you feel prepared and ready? I hope so. So, let me know if I've made you think of more questions, and hope you're having a great day. Bye-bye.